What is the truly evolutionary thing to do in this reality that we're sharing, so it seems? So the real revolution is the evolution of consciousness, and it's happening inside of you. And you're healing, which means you're wholing, becoming whole again, which ultimately includes your holying, because it's becoming who you truly are, and who you truly are is in deep connection and unity with all that is, and that's the holying part, becoming one with everything that is the evolutionary thing. Because the systems put in place of control and fear and violence are relying on creating a trauma base, an unhealed trauma base that keeps us trapped in the energy of fear, an internal state of war against what is, and the illusion of the ego. And the question is, where is the space inside which this can end? And the secret is, it's you. You are the Institute for Inner Politics. You're the space inside which energy can be transformed. That's the true alchemy that's happening right now everywhere on the planet. And the question is sometimes, okay, is there a secret group, a secret society that's trying to control the world and trap us in fear? And probably there are secret societies, but actually it's not really individuals or groups, but an energy that procreates through trauma and through the passing on of trauma and violence. And then the question is, how can we transform and end this energy? And the first step is to accept what is here and not react in the way of fighting against, but just letting it be here inside of us. And sometimes and oftentimes, especially in these times, it means grief. The ability to keep my heart open, to keep your heart open when we are hurt, when we are witnessing forms of collective violence and traumatization and suffering, and to keep that heart open and being able to grieve. And that's an evolutionary act, because then at some point the energy will be transformed and we can be a creative, loving part, contributing to what is in a form that comes from a healed place with an open heart. So that's the true evolution, the true revolution. And as we say, it's not an easy way, but it's the only one that's left. There's no alternative anymore of going forward as a collective consciousness of humanity. There's only one way left, and it's love. And it's radical love towards and with everything that we find inside ourselves, which also means radical love with everything that we witness and are confronted with in the world. It's the only possible way left forward, and this will be and already is the true evolution of humankind, the species, and the planet as a whole. And that's the thing to do. And the light force, as I like to call all of us, who already understood that this is the only way left going forward, is already doing it in a decentralized, organized, synchronized way. So, I'd like to welcome you to the Light Force. Good to be here with you. And now we can start educating, informing each other, ourselves, connecting to each other, and truly step into our power and our creative leadership of designing frequency and consciousness, because that's what we're ultimately doing with our hearts. And then we become true leaders. And this is what our children, our children's children depend on, for us to understand that and to start embodying that radical, new, and probably the oldest way of healing, holding, and holying. So welcome to the journey. It's great to be here with you. And the beautiful thing about this is that it's actually an evolution, not a revolution, because we're not fighting against something. Because what happens when you prioritize and commit to your own healing and holding is the most beautiful thing that can happen to you. And it will lead you into states of bliss and connection and unity and ultimately creativity, which I like to call giving your gift. And we need your gift. We need you. We want you to become whole and holy so that we can enjoy whatever's coming through you. And so the dark energy that's being procreated if we don't heal is actually dependent itself on being transformed inside of us, because that's what it ultimately wants. The little hurt kid inside of you, inside of me, actually only wants one thing, and that's to be held, to be embraced, to be loved, not to be judged or fought against. And waging war against dark energy is not the way. The way is embracing it and saving it from itself. And the question has come up, okay, if there's more light, there's more shadow. Yes and no, because the light that's shining through is consciousness. It's the consciousness of unity, Christ consciousness, God's consciousness, however you want to call it. And what's casting the shadow is the illusion of separation, of a separate thing standing in the way of the light and casting a shadow. And the idea is not to diminish or kill the shadow entirely, but to embrace it and to welcome it into our embrace. And that way it will slowly and slowly get lighter, more manageable, and ultimately become beautiful, because it feels your love and the light you shine on it. And that's the beauty of radical love, consciousness, loving awareness. It's been given many names, but we're all talking about the same thing. So that's why healing, holding, holying is ultimately the evolutionary way, and it's the only direction left for us to go forward. So let's go, Light Force. Talk to you soon. Bye.